He was like, let's just do just the tip.
Please subscribe, I'm hungry.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Chuches, my cha. If you're new here, my name is Uche Ubachaka. Welcome. And if you're not new here, my things, welcome back to my channel. I miss you, you miss me. Let's get down to this story time. Oh my god, I know most of you have been waiting for this story time, but yes, I'm gonna give it to you. If you guys are wondering what's this on my face, I tried a soft girl makeup, like the cute soft girl makeup ish. You like a card is going to be inserted above for you to get it for you know that someone. A card is going to be inserted above for you guys to go watch that video. Okay, yes, so story time. I think I'm going to be giving these people names so that you guys can understand. So let's start from, and the funny thing is I might miss out some things, but it's not my fault because I can't really remember everything. It all started from when I was in foundation. I think I was 18. No, I was 17. I was about to turn 18. So I moved into this accommodation whereby 20 people lived in a house, 10 people up, 10 people down. But in that house we all called ourselves family because we just said that everyone would be like a whole family. So most times in the morning we all eat breakfast maybe in the upstairs kitchen. Then for lunch, because we had classes, most of us will not be around. Then dinner, we eat dinner in downstairs kitchen. We shall used to alternate it. So as I was new now, I didn't really know anyone and I didn't really have friends because in my foundation class, or in whole of my foundation year, I was the only black girl there, and they had like 4 or 5 other black boys and they were all Nigerian, but I didn't really talk to them like that. I used to talk to one, they would start fighting and stop talking. So let's just fast forward. So they're not asking me about my friends. I was like, oh, I don't really have friends. So one girl that wasn't in the flat, she's a friend of someone in the flat, let's call her Tweet. So Tweet comes into the flat and she's like, oh my god, you're Nigerian, I love Nigerians, I have like 3 to 4 Nigerian friends, we all study the same course, blah blah blah, that I'd like you to come and meet my friends one day. And I was like, okay, cool, no problem. Now whenever you're with them or whenever we go out we can hang out. She's like, sure. So one time, I think one of the societies had a party, either ACS, African Caribbean Society, or NSS. No, I think it's ACS. So I decided to go for the ACS party, and funny enough, Tweet was there. So this was like, oh my god, you should come and meet my friends I was talking to you about. So she introduced me to them, and I said hi to them because there were 3 girls. I said hi to them, and the funny thing is that 3 of them used to go to the same church with me, but we never used to talk. I would just pass them, go to church, pass them, go back home. So when I found out that all of us used to go to the same church, we started talking and we're like, okay, yeah, we'll be friends. So it was not like Easter holiday, and for my foundation course we went on the Easter break way before the school itself. So I came back from my Easter holiday. That was before them, they left for their Easter holiday. So they had a party and they invited me for the party. Then I already turned 18 already, so I went for the party with them. And they were all dancing, having fun and everything. 2 guys came up to us and they said hi to us, but they said hi to them before they now said hi to me because I think they knew each other. So I said hi back and then they left and we kept on talking and having fun. So I don't know what happened. I ended up talking to one of the guys. Let's name him Mark. So I started talking to Mark. Mark introduced me to Jim. Jim is his second friend. So I said hi to them. I started talking to both of them. They're like, oh, do you school here? I've never seen you before. I was like, oh yeah, I do. I just came. That I'm doing my foundation course. They're like, oh, okay, cool. So what do you do? We're just talking. I exchanged numbers with Mark. Then my 3 friends that I met, they were looking at us, and I noticed that one of them was eyeing the Mark boy, and I'm just like, oh, what's going on here? But I didn't say anything. I went back to meet them. They're like, oh, what happened? Like, what did he say? I just like, oh, he was just talking to me, telling me who he was and what he does, blah blah blah. Then they just said, useless boy. I don't even know why he gave me your number. I shouldn't have given you your number. He's a useless boy. Like, what happened? Then turns out that Mark was toasting, let's say Sharon. Sharon is one of the girls. Mark was toasting Sharon. And Mark told Sharon that he didn't have a girlfriend because he was trying to date Sharon. And then summer holiday, Sharon goes back to Nigeria for summer holiday, and Sharon has a friend that has a friend, and three of them went out. So Sharon was talking to her friend, and the friend was like, oh, you go to this university? She was like, yes. They're like, oh, do you know Mark? Sharon was like, yes. She was like, oh, and this is Mark's girlfriend. And Sharon was like, what? Mark has a girlfriend, but Mark told me that he's not dating anymore. So that's when Sharon cut him off, because Sharon was like, this guy is a dickhead, there's no point even trying to talk to him. So she told me what happened between them. I was like, okay, cool. That's for me. I was like, okay, let me just gauge the guy, because I can't really say he still has a girlfriend or anything. So let's just keep it like that. So after the party, I go back home, and I think everyone goes their separate way. So Mark now was now calling me like every night, and the funny thing was, like, Mark was being a lover boy. Mark will call me every day. Sometimes we'll sleep on the phone. That's like my first experience talking to someone on the phone, and I sleep off, and then he'll sleep off, and the phone will be running till morning. And then I'll now be like, I'll now wake up and hear that he's even on the phone. Sometimes we even wake up together, greet ourselves morning, and be like, okay, let's just go and do whatever I have to do for the day. We'll talk later on during the day. And he was telling me, oh yes, I have contract phone. Then I didn't even know what contract phone was. He was like, yeah, I can be on the phone with you all day. I can be on the phone with you for like a week straight. Nothing's going to happen. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So we exchanged Skype details to that one too. That's when we were doing the Skype love thing too. Funny enough, I didn't like this guy. I was trying to get to know him to see if I could like him because of what Sharon told me about him. So on Skype, we'll go on Skype, we'll be talking, we can be doing different things on Skype. Like, he can be playing game, I can be watching a movie, but we're just on Skype together. Then we can chat in between. Then if there's no Skype, there's the phone call, and we'll just sleep off on the Skype or sleep off during the phone call and everything like that. It was kind of cute, because like, oh my god, this guy really likes me, for him to be wasting credit like this on me. Like, wow, we'll be on the phone, he'll sleep, I'll sleep. This is love. Then school resumed. We were talking and all of that. And the thing that made me question this guy's feelings for me was, he had a birthday party where he went out, like he went out with his really good friends. And if he was claiming that he liked me, he didn't invite me for the party, but he told me that it was like a surprise party, so he wasn't the one that organized the party, only for me to find out that he was the one that organized the party. So just like, okay, strike one. I don't know this guy very well, but okay, cool. That one ended. Now we kept on talking. Then, like, knowing me, I was a goat. I'm the goat. Nah, I'm the goat.
I'm the goat. Man, I'm the goat. Everybody watch out. Man.
I was the kind of girl that even if I liked you, I didn't like you. It would take me a very long time before I do stuff with you. So even for me to kiss this guy, it was hell. Because he'd be like, please, I want to kiss you, kiss me, can I kiss you? And I'm like, nope, don't even try it. So I don't even know what happened. I think it was later down the line that one time he's like, can I kiss you? And I'm just like, okay, kiss me. But when he asked that, I don't know, there's something that pisses me off with, if a guy wants to do something to me and he can feel that I like him, just do it, don't ask me. Because when you ask me, it kills the mood. And I'll just be like, no, don't do it, because it's not spontaneous anymore. Just carry your kiss and go. But I'm just like, okay, cool. We did that. That was like the first time we kissed, I think. And then, like, after a while, he started coming over like a lot. Oh, another thing that questioned my, does this guy really like me, was one time we went for a party. He invited me for a party with his friends. We all went for the party. He abandoned me. He left me in one corner, or he left me, and he ran off with other girls. Like, he was dancing, grinding, talking to the other girls that came for that house party. And I was just there, and in my head I was like, why did you invite me for a house party if you're gonna be mingling and jingling with other girls? After the party, he was really drunk, and the cab that came to pick us, because he was the only one that stayed in a different accommodation from myself and his friends, so he was like, oh, could he sleep over at mine, and in the morning he will go back to his room. And I was like, okay, cool, no problem. The funny thing was that I was kind of scared, but I was like, it's not like he's going to harm me, so let me just leave him to come and sleep. So when we got to my mom, I was just like, don't touch me. I was like, don't even try it. Don't touch my nyash. Don't touch my body. Just day your day, I day my day. And he actually listened to me. So I was just like, okay, if my friends are saying he's a useless guy and he's actually obeying to my rules, so he's not even that bad of a person. But in my head, I was just like, just gauge. So I got up in the morning, I got dressed. I was like, oh, I have classes, so you have to leave my room. He was like, really? I was like, yes, I can't leave you in my room. I don't know who you are. Like, I don't trust you like that. So pack your things and be going. We can both walk to the bus stop and I'll walk to my class. He was like, sure, no problem. Fast forward to when we had our first fight. We fought because I went to watch a movie with his friend, another of his friend. Remember I told you it was James? I think that's his name I said the first time. So it wasn't James. This time around, it was Matthew. So he got angry. He was like, why would I go and watch a movie with another guy? That's disrespectful, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, I asked you if you want to watch movie with me. You told me no. So how is it disrespectful? But then that's how we had our first fight. As both of us are petty, we didn't apologize and then we didn't really talk to each other again. I think he was kind of angry. Fast forward down the line, he went back to Sharon to tell Sharon how much he really likes Sharon, he misses Sharon, he wants him and Sharon to date, and all that kind of rubbish. And Sharon was like, what happened? Are you not with Uche? Are you not talking to Uche? Like, no, this guy said saying bad things about me, that I'm very gullible, that I'm not smart, I don't have sense, that anything they tell me I believe it, that I'm so easy to get, and all that kind of rubbish. So I was just like, huh? A whole me, you are giving me this kind of insult for what? Sharon and I came to tell me everything he said. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, you know what, I don't care about this guy. Like, F you, I'm never talking to you in my life again. Then that period, that was when I got the boyfriend. I got the boyfriend. Then my friend came to the same uni with me and I told her, oh, this Mark guy, that this guy is like nothing to write home about. The guy is a useless human being. And she was like, oh really? I was like, yes. I told her everything he did and what he did to Sharon as well. And then she, let's call her Sandra. So I told Sandra everything Mark did to Sharon. Sandra was like, okay, cool. Me, I don't know that. And Sandra was in a relationship. So Sandra now went to Facebook message Mark to say hi to him. And I was just like, I don't understand, because at the point Sandra and Mark were becoming really close and good friends. And I'm just like, I didn't not warn you about him. She was like, it's not a big deal. But fashion aside, another thing that happened again I forgot to add was Sharon's junior sister came to uni to chill with us. And then Mark moves to Sharon's sister. Mark was not just in Sharon's sister, talking to her and saying, I really like you and that kind of rubbish. And Sharon and I went to warn Sharon's sister about Mark, that Mark is a no-go area because Mark is useless. Mark likes to move to girls fast and he's talking rubbish. Unfortunately for us, Mark had already told Sharon's sister that we don't like him, so any girl he moves to, we always tell them that he's a useless boy, he's not a nice boy, so we should not listen to him. So I think Sharon's sister had a soft heart for him. Sharon's sister was like, oh, he already told me that you guys are going to say this, so that means he was right. People don't like him, so why are you guys always trying to be mean to him and say bad things about him? And we were both like, huh? This is what happened to us. We are trying to warn you against him, like gauge him, like be careful because he's a liar. He's a fucking liar. Sharon's sister did not answer. Apparently Sharon's sister dated him, and then at the point she found out he was cheating on her. She broke up with him. That one move. When I had my own boyfriend, and I think Mark was not in a relationship, but I think he was moving up and down with girls anyhow. So we went for a party. That's myself and my boyfriend went for a party, and Mark was there. We went to get shots to drink, and Mark was at the bar. So my boyfriend took his shot and then left to go and say hi to one of his friends. So as I took my shot, I saw Mark and some other guys I knew. So I went to say hi to them. So Mark now coming to the side now. Mark was like, oh, so I heard that you have a boyfriend now. And I was like, yeah. And it was like, I bet you miss me, but you're not going to admit that you miss me. It not bust my brain, it busted my brain. I was just there like, Uche, you suffered in this life. You suffered in this life. Uncle said, you will never find another man like me. I will never find another guy like him. I'll never find anyone like him in my life. Then just looking at Mark like, huh? I was just like, you know what, let me just not say anything. I just like, and I moved away because I didn't talk to him, because I felt like Mark was mad. How can you tell me you bet I miss you after we fought and after he said so many bad things about me? But that one, I didn't even care, because just like, I will get back at you for everything you said about me and everything you've done. Fast forward to after I broke up. I didn't break up, my boyfriend broke up with me. So after the breakup, Mark now started coming back to me to talk to me, and his tactic was, thing was that I started studying Mark was, when I broke up, when my boyfriend and I broke up, my boyfriend, because my boyfriend is friends with Mark's friends, so almost all of them, they know themselves. So my boyfriend will go to Mark's friends, and my ex will go to Mark's friends and be bad mouthing me and saying so many bad and hurtful things about me, which were not true. That's kind of thing. It pained me. That relationship pained me. I cried for days, but that's fine. So everything my ex was telling Mark's group of friends, Mark would now come and tell me. So that was Mark's way of trying to get back into my life and talking to me and stuff like that. So Mark and I were just talking. He was telling me everything. Mark would not be saying, don't worry, don't mind him. Like, Mark and I started bonding, because I was just like, in a way, just forgive and move on. So I forgave Mark and we moved on. We were talking almost every other day. Sometimes we go shopping together. I'll cook for Mark. Sometimes he even cook for me. I will just be talking. Mark now said how much he really likes me and how much he missed me and all of that. And I was just there like, I was like, now Uche, it's time for you to do what he did back, you know. And bear in mind that as Mark was telling me he liked me, Mark was still telling Sharon that he has feelings for Sharon. Mark was telling Sandra that he has feelings for Sandra. And then Mark was talking to me, telling me he has feelings for me. And I was just like, Mark has finished dating Sharon's sister. It didn't work. Mark is now telling Sharon's sister that he misses her and he likes her. Telling Sandra he misses her and he likes her. Telling me he likes me as he's talking to me. So my head was just like, I was just recalling every bad thing Mark said about me to Sharon. And I was like, pay back. I'm gonna pay you back for everything you've done. You know? So as Mark was jiggling all these babes, I think he thought he was using me to play tumbo. Mine was like, I'll get back at you. So Mark knew I didn't trust him anymore. He now gave me his phone. Like, he had two phones. So he gave me one and he gave me the password to the phone. But the funny thing is that he deleted all the messages on that phone. So I was like, no, give me your iPhone. I want to read the messages on your iPhone. He was like, nah, he can't give me that one, but one day he'll give it to me, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, cool. And then during that program, he started talking. Mark was telling me how much he appreciates me, that I'm a really nice person. He has never seen or had a friend like me and all of that. I'm not just like, idiots. But let's just continue. So one day, Mark was in my room, I think, and then Mark told me that he was going to London that day. That when he comes back, he will meet up with me or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool, no problem. Sandra now messaged Mark that morning when he was meant to go to London, and the message was, where are you? Are you still going? He now clocked that Mark was going to London with Sandra. Can you imagine? And then me, I saw the message, but that's if I didn't see it. Then Sandra started calling Mark, and I looked at his phone. I was just like, who is that? He was like, nobody. He refused to pick. He was just like, oh, he has to go, that he'll be back from London in like 3 or 4 days time. And I was just like, okay, cool, no problem. And I think that Mark, see this guy here, he was so sweet but a demon at the same time. Mark used to buy food for me. Like, he would send he will order pizza to me, or he will order pizza to his room and be like, oh, you want some pizza, have some, come let's eat pizza together, let's watch a movie in my room together, or come let's go grocery. Me, I love going grocery shopping because I love buying food and cooking. We'll go grocery shopping together. He will pick his own things that he needs and I'll pick the things I need, and he'll not be like, oh, put yours with mine, I'll pay for it. I'm just like, oh, Marcus is a demon. God. So almost every time we go shopping together, Mark will be like, you pay for my own, all go. He not be like, okay, let me help you carry it. Because sometimes he can even see me at the grocery store. He will help me out and we'll all go back to my house. He will carry things I bought with me to my house. He's like such a sweet guy. But oh my god. So as Mark was playing me, as Mark was talking to me, he was also talking to Sandra. Sharon was not interested. Sharon was like, go fuck yourself, nigga. So Sandra and Mark had times that they would meet, but Mark made it seem as if he was always with me. And at the same time, Mark was talking to another babe that wasn't in our circle. Let's call her Chichi. So Mark was talking to Chichi. Mark was professing love for Chichi. Apparently, Mark was even doing stuff with Chichi. Chichi didn't know that Mark had, and then the funny thing, I only knew of myself, Sandra and Sharon. I didn't know of other babes because Mark's own, when Mark was with Chichi, it was James that was telling me about Mark and Chichi. And in my head, my brain was busting. Then come to find out, they said that Mark had someone else that was outside the school too that he was talking to. Like, Mark was just all over the place. And then me myself, I was just like, that I know that I'm not even getting played. That's the thing. I know what's going on, so I'm in the right place with my game. Because after he has finished saying I'm too gullible, I'm too easy to get, anybody can get me, I was like, this is my time to shine. I'm gonna show you who we are calling easy to get. Mark was, moving around all these girls up and down, up and down. Bear in mind that there was a time that I think he was like, we should do it, and I was like, no, I'm keeping it till I get married. Then he now played that trick. You know the funny thing, when I think about it, it's like, oh my god, I was this close to falling for it. This close. But the Lord told me, don't do it, Uche, don't do it. He was like, let's just do just the tip. I didn't even know what just the tip. I was like, which one is that one? He now explained it to me. And I was like, He was like, yes, that is not anything of a big deal. Just the tip. Let's just touch and I'm fine. Then I'm just like, no, I'm not interested. So now, as everything was like that, so up and down, up and down, up and down. And the funny thing was that me, I was just like, when are we going to fight? When am I going to fight with this guy? So I'll just tell him off and tell him how stupid he is. So we continued talking and everything. So one day, Sandra found out about Mark and I. Bear in mind that Sandra had a boyfriend, but I don't understand what she was doing with Mark. So Sandra found out about Mark and I. Sandra now got angry. So Mark was now trying to be on Sandra's side. Mark now went to go and tell Sandra everything he heard about Sandra from someone else. Mark now said I was the one that told him all these things about Sandra. Mark lied. Mark did not go and tell Sandra that he heard it from his guys, because in uni people talk. UK was a place for gist. You can be in Birmingham University, your gist is all the way in Hull University or some other university. That's how sad UK community, Nigerian community in UK is. That's how deep it is. And then Sandra and I were talking, but I didn't tell Sandra my plan. I didn't tell anyone my plan or how I was going to act like I actually liked Mark. And then eventually I'll just cast him and tell him what it is, like how it is. So then I got angry, started attacking me. I was like, Sandra, what happened? She's like, yes, Mark told me he did this. I'm just like, why are you catching feelings? In the first place when you came back, when you came to this uni, I told you not to follow Mark because Mark was a useless human being. But you didn't answer me. Mark told you he liked you. What are you supposed to do? Don't you have a boyfriend? Why are you following Mark? She started talking some rubbish, but at least I told you that he liked me, and now he's telling me he likes you, but he's telling me you said this about me. I'm just like, that I said about her. And the funny thing was that Mark was the one telling me all these things about Sandra. But then that's how we got into a fight, I just told Mark that he should never talk to me in his life again. I'm not interested. Mark was now trying to come and talk to me, telling me he's sorry, blah blah. And I'm just like, no, I'm not having it. Like, I'm not interested. And bear in mind, like, I always felt like Mark never liked me because Mark would not do this kind of things to me. So, like, at the end of the semester, like, when we were going home for, like, the holidays, they had a house party somewhere and Mark attended. I was there, Sharon was there, Sharon's sister was there, and then Mark came. Mark and Sharon's sister were just talking because Sharon's sister is a very nice babe. They were both talking. He now using his side eye to look at me to make me see if I was looking at them or anything. I didn't even care. At a point, he would come close to me and act like he wants to talk to me or he say hi. I said hi back, but I didn't even try to start any conversation. At a point, he now came to me and was like, please, can we talk? And I was just like, I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. I was like, please, can we talk? I just like, okay, what do you want to say? He now took me to the stairs. He was now talking, telling me how he really felt about me, how he really liked me, that he's sorry, he didn't mean to hurt my feelings, blah blah. And I'm just like, he was not saying how he wants me back or like how I should forgive. I'm just like, no, you said this about me, you said that about me, you did this, you did that. I was just naming everything he said. He was just looking at me, like, it's not like that he was not in the right state of mind, I should forgive him. I was like, that you were moving around a circle of friends. You told 4 of them you liked them. You were badmouthing me most especially. I forgot to add this one. So there was another babe that joined the circle of friends. Let's name her Janet. Janet joined the circle of friends. How will I forget this? So now there are 4 or 5 girls. Janet was in circle of friends at a point. Even when he was telling me he liked me. So he told Janet he liked Janet. Then Janet was like, but you know Sharon, and you told Sharon you like Sharon, and you know Uche, you told Uche you like Uche. So Janet was now like, I don't really trust you. This boy was now buying. He knew I was very close to Janet. He will now buy Janet donuts, come and meet Janet in the library and give Janet the donut. And Janet will be like, oh, I'm with Uche. And I'll be like, sure, no problem. He will buy Janet donut and bring donut to Janet as I'm in the library with Janet. He will go and visit Janet. Me and Janet are walking somewhere. He will come and meet her up and talk to her. Me, I'll leave them. He will doing all these kind of things to Janet to try to spite me. And I was not even having that. I didn't care. Like, I didn't give a fuck. I think it was paining him. So he will now be like talking to Janet. He started bad mouthing me to Janet, telling Janet how I'm gullible, I'm very easy, I like cooking for people. Like, so I'm telling Janet everything my ex said to those people in that group to Janet, and Janet was just coming to download everything to me. I was like, why is this guy like this? Like, what did I do to him that he's moving around my circle of friends, chatting them up, telling them how he likes all of them, buying them stuff and doing things so that they can come and tell me and I'll know about it? Can you see how demonic this human being is? And the thing that saved me was that I didn't even have 1 ounce of feeling for this guy, because if I did, I'll be running mad. I'm gonna go mental. So I was just like, is this life? Am I a dickhead in this life? What's going on? Well, okay, that one. Then I'm just like, okay, cool, let me just flash it, act like nothing. So at this party now, where he came to me, he was now talking to me. He was not like, I really miss you, please come back. I didn't mean what I said. I didn't mean all these things that happened, blah, 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 blah. You know you like me, Uche. Deep down, you know you really care about me, because no girl has really cooked for me the way you cooked for me. No girl has done this to me. No girl has done that to me. Like, you're really nice. I really feel it. And like, you're just talking all kind of stupid bars, trying to get me back. I just like looking at him like, guy, it's not gonna happen. Shibi said I'm gullible, I'm easy to get, and I'm telling me all these things, and I tell you yes, you now come and say I'm easy to get because you came to drop bars and I followed you again. So just like, dead it, uncle, dead it. Like, I'm not interested. I don't want to hear anything you want to say again. I'm done with you. This is the end. Because we stayed on that stairs for like 1 hour, him begging, us going back and forth. And bear in mind, he was drunk when he was talking to me at the house party, trying to make me come back to him, telling me how much he misses me. At the point, I think he said I should kiss himself. I'm just like, I'm not kidding. He said, you know you want to kiss me, just kiss me. I'm just like, I'm not interested. Uncle, go. Like, what we had was fun while it lasted, but now it's over. Done with. After the party, I went home with my friend and I started calling my phone. He even sent me a text like I should come downstairs. He said he wants to come to my room. I said, oh, my friends are in my room. I was like, okay, that he's passing by my flat. I should just come downstairs and let us talk. That we've not really spoken. That he really misses me. He's really sorry, blah, 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 blah. And I think I didn't answer. I told him to leave me alone. He kept on calling my phone. I didn't pick. Then he sent one long message. If only I had my BBM. But I think I still have that picture, but I don't know where it is. But basically, this is my encounter with him, Timon. And I was young then, so I was like kind of happy and lucky that I didn't really get too involved. Because imagine if, because you know they say when you have sex with someone, you're so glued to the person that the person can use you to get flop. You see me chasing the person. Imagine if that was my situation now. But that boy, he destroyed lives back then. But you know what, Mark, if you're watching this, I believe and I hope that you're a better person now, and maybe karma has gotten to you and dealt with you in this life, so now you're calm. Karma can't see left. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this my story time, and I hope I didn't confuse you. Yeah, so yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. I don't even know what my next video is going to be because this is my first story time. I don't think I have any other story to tell. This is the only interesting thing that happened in my life. Yeah. So I'll see you guys later. Okay? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Please subscribe. I'm hungry.